In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to make coins in EA Sports FC. So what we're going to be doing for this is mainly trading with one specific player type, but I want to show you the easiest way to make coins in this game. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is come over to the transfer market and you're going to go over to the quality and you're going to set it to silver. Now the way that you're going to do this, instead of clicking on and going through and choosing silver common, silver rare, what you're going to do instead is just flick this right stick once, twice, boom. Silver on the transfer market. I've had so many people asking me how to do that, but what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to a league. Now for these leagues, again, all you're going to do for this is flick through using all of these right here, and you just need to pick any one of these leagues. So for this example, I'm going to go for the Premier League. So once you've done that, we're then going to start to do some sniping around this. Now like I said, I've broken this video down into a ton of different parts. So this is the basic way of trading. This is the absolute easiest way. I've got another method and another method, and you need to know about those. If you want to build the best team possible in EASPORTSFC, make sure to go and buy some coins from Mule Factory and use the code LECOINS5 for a discount. So what we're going to do after that is come over here to this max buy now and put it up until we see one card on the transfer market. So as you can see, at 450 coins, there's a ton of these players on here. Now when you come on to do this, the price may be different. You need to find the minimum price yourself. I can't tell you what price to snipe at because it is literally always changing. So as you can see, at 450 coins, there's nothing there. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put this down by 50 coins and we're going to search up on the market. Now we're going to come over to this maximum price, set it to 15 million, and we are going to start to snipe at 400 coins. And as soon as something pops up, we are going to try and snipe it. If you don't know how to snipe, make sure to go and check out my video from the other day on how to snipe in EA Sports FC. I'm doing a ton of videos at the minute. Honestly, if there's any questions that you've got about anything that I'm doing, I've probably already made a video about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here and snipe until a card pops up, and the aim is to just buy a card for as cheap as you possibly can do. With this method, you will never lose coins by doing this because you can always sell these cards on at the minimum price. So I've just managed to get myself a card in this Jefferson. Now with this method, you're not going to be making huge profits with this. You're going to be making around 100, 200 coins per player, but the amount of players that you get is actually really high. So that's why it's the easiest way to make coins, because for example, this card is only selling at like 550 coins. We've just bought him at 400 coins and we can sell him on at 500 coins and make a profit of roughly around 75 coins. Now you might be thinking, Lewis, that sounds awful. And I know that it sounds awful, but this is the absolute easiest way to make coins. If you want the fastest way to make coins, get this video to over 500 likes in 24 hours. I won't say it again, and subscribe so you don't miss the video. Come on boys, I'm doing the best trading videos on YouTube. Like I said though, this works with pretty much any one of these leagues right here, and it's the exact same method for every single one. You find the minimum price, you put the price down by say like 50 coins. With these prices, you don't really need to worry about tax. So for Serie A at the minute, it's 550 coins. So say for example, I come over here, go over to 500 and sit here and snipe. There should be something that pops up and we very nearly just get ourselves a card, for God's sake. But I've just got this Infantano at 350 coins. The absolute minimum that he'll sell for is 500 coins. Let's go and double check his price. He's selling for about 700, 600 coins. That's pretty decent. So with that now, I can go and get him listed up at 500 coins. And this method, like I said, this is the basic way to make coins, but this next method is an absolute printer. So for this method, we're going to be sticking with silvers. Now the reason why I'm trading with silvers is because they're typically the cheapest cards. This method and all of these methods is probably going to get you to around 100,000 coins. So what you're going to do, come over to the quality and set it to silver again. Then what we're going to do is come over to this max price here and we're going to set it to 750 coins. The min buy now we're going to set to 1,000 coins and we're going to search up on the market. And now what I'm going to do while I'm on here is I'm going to look for any cards who have got bids on. So as you can see at the bottom, if it says current bid and it's got a bid on, I will come over here. I'm going to add that card to my transfer targets. I'm going to compare price by pressing square, and I'm going to check the buy now price at the bottom. With this guy, he's 350 coins. So that means that if I was to bid at 250, 300, there's not really too much profit there. But say for example, I go over to this Brighton player at 700 coins. If I check his price, well, how much is he actually selling for? He's looking like he's probably going for about 1,000 coins. So at 700 coins, I could probably drop a bid and get him at 750, sell him on at 1,000. Now, if you want to go full goblin mode with this method, what you could do is you can just come on and you don't even check any of these player prices, and you just drop a bid on any card who has got a current bid on them. Now, you will lose coins with this, but overall, if you sell enough cards, you will make a decent profit, and those 50, 100 coin profits per player will add up pretty quickly, and you'll be making 1,000, 2,000 coins per each time that you go through all these players. Because it's the start of the game at the minute, this is a really good method to go and use, because you can just go and grind this out. These players will go up, they'll go down. The main reason why we're buying these is because people will be using them for things like silver stars or any other objectives that we might get which is similar to silver stars, or say for example they're needed in SBCs, they'll be needed for that. But overall there is usually some kind of demand for players if they are silver, just bear that in mind. So now if I back out and go over to my transfer targets, I should be able to see quite a few cards who've come in. Now like I said, you're not going to win every single card on this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove expired items. So now what I'm going to do is assign all of these players who I've just got. So I've just got myself this Zimmer at 350 coins. How much on the market? He's going for about 900 coins in profit, pretty decent. But as you go through and start to check these player prices, some will be going for a hell of a lot more than what you think, and as you sell more cards on, this is all about volume. Just keep selling cards on as much as you can do. So for example, this guy right here, 500 coins, we only got him at 450, so I'm only making like 25 coins profit. But if I had like 10 of these, it's 250 coins profit. And if I go over to my transfer list, some of these cards, as far as I'm aware, are selling on already. Yeah, as you can see here, I've been using this method already, and some of these silvers are actually selling on, which is brilliant. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to come over to the quality, and I'm actually going to set it to silver rare, not silver, silver rare. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to these popular leagues right here, and what I'm actually going to do is go over to say, let's go for the La Liga, and then what I'm going to do is go over to this min buy now, and I'm going to set it to 1,000 coins, search up on the market. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look at some of these players who are chilling from La Liga, who are silver. Now what I'm mainly looking for are players who actually look pretty good. For example, players who could fit into people's teams if they are doing objectives which are silver objectives. Typically players with high pace are better for this. So all I'm doing here is I'm just going through these silver rare players, and I'm just looking for anybody who stands out as being a decent player. So far though, there's not that many. So I've just found myself this Ndai who's going for around what looks like here 3,000 coins. He's not going for that, he's going for a lot less. But what you're going to do, once you've found these players who look pretty decent, again, high pace stats, high shot, dribbling, whatever it may be, is you're going to compare the price of that card and try and work out how much they're roughly selling for. So from what I've seen here, he's probably going for about 2,000 coins. So now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get to the 59th minute to see if there's any deals chilling around the 59th minute. And you can see here that there's a couple of cards listed up at say like 1.5, 1.6k. Now there's not any huge undercuts, but when sometimes you look at these players, you'll see some for a ton cheaper, and then it's up to you to try and buy those players. What you could do if you wanted to was try and price fix some of these, but I've not done price fixing EA Sports FC yet, so I'm not going to recommend it as a method. And as you can see, I've just got myself this Marshall at 650 coins. All of his other cards, from what I can see, are going for like 1,000, and that's a bit of an outlier, to be honest, the fact that he's going for 650 coins. The reason why I bought him is because he links to another popular player who I'm assuming people are using for silver stars. And if we come back over to the transfer list, I am selling even more players on than I was before. Look at all these silvers just going on the transfer market. Boys, you need to go and try these methods out. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click here to go and watch another one. You will absolutely love it. Aish.